The woman, clearly an empress of noble status, was poisoned to death by a concubine consumed by jealousy. Just as the concubine thought she was about to become the new empress, the soul of a modern person entered the empress's body. After learning the original owner had been framed and killed by the concubines, the modern woman decided not to compete with them for the emperor's favor. Instead, she planned to fake her death and escape the palace. After all, as empress, she had countless gold and jewels, she didn't need to curry favor with a man at all. However, news of her death still reached the emperor. Though he didn't like the empress, he recognized her role in stabilizing his court, so he chose to visit her chambers. To his surprise, he saw through her fake death at a glance. Before he could expose her, the concubine who had poisoned the empress arrived. She intended to persuade the emperor to appoint a new empress, but her eagerness made him suspect she was linked to the empress's death. The emperor immediately ordered the empress's body to be cremated. Upon hearing this, the woman sat up at once. She hadn't even enjoyed a happy life in ancient times yet. The concubine was shocked to see her alive, but when the emperor asked who had poisoned her, the woman refused to name the culprit. She only claimed she had fainted after accidentally eating poisonous wild fruits. The emperor didn't press further and left immediately. Later, her maid asked why she hadn't told the emperor the truth. The woman replied that the concubine was the chancellor's daughter, while she herself was just an ordinary person. Even if she told the truth, the emperor would not easily kill the concubine for the sake of the country. It was better for her to quietly enjoy hot pot in her room instead. But her status as empress meant she was doomed to face jealousy. The next day, the concubine brought the body of a maid and a suicide note, accusing the empress of torturing the maid to death. As a modern person who had watched many TV dramas, the empress immediately knew the concubine was framing her. She told the emperor the maid was not dead, it was all a plot by the concubine. The concubine mocked her for being delusional, but the empress simply pressed the maid's throat. The next second, the maid spat out a pill. It turned out the empress had asked the maid to monitor the concubine's every move, knowing the concubine would try to frame her again. When the emperor saw the maid come back to life, he demanded the truth. But the maid, fearing the concubine would harm her family, slammed her head against the door and died instantly. This incident strengthened the woman's resolve to escape the palace. However, her calmness in the face of crisis had deeply impressed the emperor. That night, when she was about to enjoy a barbecue, the emperor unexpectedly visited her chambers. By then, the woman was already drunk. She insisted the emperor drink with her, but stumbled and fell into his arms.